How's it going, guys? It's Double Room here, back with another game reaction. And I'm going to be reacting to the Clippers at Timberwolves playing game. It was a super good game, down to the wire. And I'm so happy the Timberwolves won. It's great for their fan base. It's only the second time they've made the playoffs since 2004, which is like when LeBron first started playing or when most high school seniors were born. It's kind of crazy. Anyways, super happy for him. Also, hot take. I think the Timberwolves are going to beat the Grizzlies in 7 games. You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first. So, anyways, to get to the game, Karl Anthony Towns, start off with, played horrible. He got in foul trouble early, and he only played like 15 minutes the whole game because of how quickly and how stupid he was playing, or how quickly he was fouling and how stupid he was playing. So, you know, he got a few ticky-tack defensive fouls, maybe one or two, but for the most part, all his foul calls were super warranted, and he was getting like more and more upset after each foul call. And I've seen this happen to him before in a Sixers game earlier this year where he let the foul calls get to his head and affect his play. Um, so, super disappointed in him. He was trying to like post guys up from the 3-point line. It made no sense. Classic strategy a lot of teams use against Cat is since he likes to hang out on the perimeter, they will put a smaller perimeter player on him because they're not going to take their rim protector out just to guard him on the, 3-point line. So because of that, he was like, catch the ball on the 3-point line and like start trying to post him up. And that's just not how posting up works. You have to get inside position, get the entry pass, then make your move. You don't get the ball on the perimeter, start backing your guy down. Like, it just doesn't work like that. So he had a few offensive fouls trying to do that. He had a few offensive fouls just trying to muscle through guys. And just overall horrible game from Cat. Played awful, but luckily the Timberwolves were playing way better with him on the bench, so it kind of worked out in the end. Um, in I think Cat fouled out in the, I can't remember. I think it was in the fourth quarter. He fouled out, like pretty early, like with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. He fouled out, but the Timberwolves made a run right after he left the game, and it was because Ant Edwards and D'Lo were playing awesome, man. They're just playing great basketball, making tough shots. Um, you know, make making tough shots, making 3-pointers, making clutch defensive plays. Pat Bev, had some great steals, some great defensive possessions. D'Lo had some awesome hustle plays on defense, and Ant Edwards was, holding his ground against Paul George and making step back threes, getting to the rim. Like, it was just a great game by those three guys. I was pretty. It was pretty interesting. Jared Vanderbilt didn't play much, and I think Chris Finch took him out because his offensive skill set is so lacking. So he was kind of a liability out there. They could just double off of him. So he had Jaden McDaniels out there a lot of the game who can make threes and is also a very similar player to Jared Vanderbilt. Maybe not as good of a rebounder and hustler, but his offense, I think, kind of makes up for it in a playoff setting, especially. Another notable, Naz Reid got a lot of run. Malik Beasley as well did. And everyone stepped up except Cat. Everyone played great except Cat on the Timberwolves. So, kudos to them. They kind of won this game more than the Clippers lost this game. They just outplayed the Clippers. And Paul George had a great game. But something that's been plaguing the Clippers all year plagued them in this play-in. They just struggled to score sometimes. They had 2 stretches in the game, 2, where they went like 6 minutes without scoring. And if you can't score for practically, I mean, that equates to a whole quarter. If you don't score for a whole quarter, it's going to be hard to win any NBA game. So, the Clippers didn't really, it wasn't really anything they did that lost them the game. The Timberwolves just kind of outplayed them. Paul George, like I said, had a great game, but that's pretty much the reaction to it. I think also something that hurt the Clippers is how many good players they have, which is strange to say. They just have too many cooks in the kitchen. No one could really get a rhythm except Paul George. And, they have Marcus Morris, Nicholas Batum, Robert Covington, Norman Powell, Terrence Mann. That's like 5 good quality players they want to start and play. And Luke Kennard didn't even play this game. So it's like they have more guys. And Kawhi Leonard didn't either. So they have too many good players. They need to consolidate some of those guys, trade them for, picks or better players or whatever, because they need to let their best 8 play and get in rhythm and get in a good rhythm. And They just couldn't do it because they have too many good players. And that's pretty much it with the Clippers. I think that another thing that hurt them was their game plan was geared toward Cat. So once they completely took him out of the game. He had a horrible game. I think he had like 6 points in 15 minutes, 6 fouls. Just an awful game. Once they kind of took him out of the game, they didn't really know what to do because Ant Edwards and D'Lo were going off. So, anyways, awesome game from the Timberwolves. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Double Rim out.